Bam! Cheers, yo! What's going on, everybody? So I went for the hat trick tonight. I went for the trifecta. 3 streams already down. Plus, I'm actually going to be hanging out with you guys at 8:30 Eastern time. Gina and myself are going to be going over a sponsored podcast looking at sleep routines, sleep hygiene, tips and tricks around your sleep, as well as going over some BedSure products. Plus, we have a giveaway with BedSure on our 8:30 stream, so you guys can be up for winning $50 of products from BedSure. So hang around for that. But right now in this stream, I'm actually going to go over some more stuff that I talked about throughout the day, and I figured I'll just come hang out with you guys. Let's break down the products. I figured I can show you some workouts, do some voiceovers of me using the products in the workouts, and then questions you guys have, whether it's on the nutritional front, the fitness front, the workout, the recovery, anything that's coming up in the products. Just hit me in the chat. We'll break it down. And yeah, honestly, because like I've mentioned, I'm going to Vegas on Wednesday. So I'm trying to pack in all my streams and content and get it all done. Make sure I got this stuff for you guys. Also, let me know what you think about, I've got a new camera angle here. We got the new mic set up, got my new headphones on. I'm curious what you guys think about some of the new setup. Sometimes change is hard to like embrace. I'm a big fan of change. I constantly like change. So curious what you guys think. Also, I'm going to drop some messages here in the chat on Amazon. So if you guys want to come over, hang out on Amazon, if you're watching on any of the other platforms from YouTube to Facebook to LinkedIn or Twitch, feel free to say hey in the comments or on Amazon. Come hang out in the chat. I'm going to drop some messages here, kind of load some stuff up. While I'm doing that, let me get some music playing too, yo. Let's get some vibe music, hanging out. Gina keeps making fun of me because I've had like 3 songs stuck in my head for the last like week. So guess what? We're going to listen to the same couple songs time and time again. I'm going to do it while I can, while G's not here. So she's not going to bust my chops.
You ready, mate?
All right, don't worry. We're not going to keep it that loud. So I'm actually going to play with the lights too. One of the products I have in the carousel are the Govee lights. I have the Smooth Sat scooter highlighted right now. I'll get to that, though. Don't worry. We're going to get back to that. But I actually want to go over the Govee lights because right now I have them on the audio input for like when you're playing music. They change colors. They change rhythms. Cool thing it can do is impact your workout. Fun fact about LED lights is they have an influence on our ANS or autonomic nervous system, which you're like, dude, what is that? I don't even know what you're talking about. Talking about the system that kind of influences and controls our fight or flight state and adrenaline dump, and all those things that can kind of be related to that, as well as our rest and digest and our kind of recovery system. And looking at how colors can influence that, and also why does that matter? I figured that's always like a fun one because, like, again, to me, not just in like the training environment, the sleep environment, the kitchen, really in any environment you're going to spend time in, I'm a big believer on having the setup be as conducive as possible for the goals that you want, the way you want to live your life. Because like if lights can impact how we feel, our mood, our nervous system, why not leverage that and set them up the way we want and how we want to live our life, as opposed to like fighting against that. But I'm not telling anyone how to live their life either. Just my own thoughts, my own perspective. Let's play with the lights actually. See if I'm going to put it on just like regular reading lights and just get some nice bright light and see if that. The sun's still kind of up, so I don't know if I even need this for the lighting perspective, but I want to play with it. Oh, that's bright. I'm going to leave that. I'm not going to do that now. We're going to kind of play with the music, kind of like this. You guys tell me what you like as well. I'm going to, speaking of, let me pull up the chat here so I can see the chat running. Bam, I'm going to drop some messages in here. Again, we're doing our giveaway. If you guys want in on the giveaway, I got a $1,500 lifestyle of fitness package giveaway. You get 2 months basically of custom private coaching, accountability, access to your own coach. I just totally misspelled giveaway. Whoops. Giveaway. And the key here, though, is like, and here's the cool thing, or at least that I like about it, is when you are taking the lessons, I can see if you're actually doing the work. So if you don't watch the videos, if you don't do the work, if you don't actually invest the time, you're not actually going to get the value out of it. I think that's obvious, right? But I just want to reiterate that. And also, like, I'm going to hold you accountable for that. And if you tell me, hey, like, I don't have the time, cool, because you can even win this package. Not a lot of people win the package and say, hey, can I save it for when I'm like, I'm in the middle of moving across country or moving to another country, or I got work plans changing, I just had a baby, like whatever's going on. I get that. So you can hold it or even gift it to someone, but I highly recommend, again, like my goal, y'all, is I want to give away like 25,000 of these bad boys. I want to impact 25,000 lives, whether it's actually giving them away, having people sign up for them, but I want to impact 25,000 lives over the next 18 months. So whatever you guys want, however we can do that, because if I stream every single day and I give away one package a day, that's still only in, a year and a half, 500 maybe. We're not even a fraction of the way there. So we got to really scale that up. So curious to hear what you guys want. What would get you guys interested in that? Yeah, Dorothy. Hold on. Let's see if I can decipher the emojis here. So we got March, not for St. Patty's Day giveaway. Or let's see, March 10th, St. Patty's Day. But I got you in. Don't worry. I got you. Got you in for the giveaway. Hold on. Let me write your name in here. And then again, Dorothy, a lot of these products you've seen me already talk about from the other streams. I've seen you obviously in the other streams as well. So if you have questions you want me to dig onto other talking points or topics, I'm happy to do that, guys. But and I'll go through all of the topics. I'll kind of highlight them, break them down. Like we have the Dorrillo smartwatch. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm actually 3 times lucky. Got it. That makes sense now. I see that, Dorothy. Now that you say it, totally makes sense. I'm just, or 3rd time's the charm. Got it. I like that too. Yeah, we'll keep getting after for the giveaway. See if we can win it on this one. I like that one too, because this is the 3rd stream of the day, right? So this is 3rd opportunity. And then after this at 8:30, Gina and I are going to be doing another stream where we'll be doing a Bedshore sponsored stream. So we'll be breaking down sleep tips, sleep hygiene, doing a giveaway just for the Bedshore product that we have. You've been at it today. Yeah, dude, I've been on my grind. I appreciate you recognizing that. Honestly, it's also not that hard. If I'm going to be honest with you guys, like I like this. I like talking clearly. Talking and sharing things that I'm passionate about aren't really that hard. It definitely takes energy though, like to keep a certain emotion level. But to me, this is easy, especially when you guys engage and like we have awesome people like you, Dorothy, in the chat. Like it makes it a lot easier. So kind of with that being said, I'm going to, again, play a workout video just that's going to showcase me using the smartwatch, me using a bunch of the products, even the lights here. I'm going to talk over it. So I'm going to do like a video voiceover so we can still have a little chitty chat, a little convo. I can answer questions, but I figured playing you guys a workout. This is the workout I've been playing kind of all day. But you know what? Maybe I'll actually play a different one. I was thinking maybe I'll download the workout from Saturday and walk you guys through that. We'll worry. So again, in this workout, I'm going to be displaying the Dorrillo smartwatch tracking the calories. I have resistance bands. I have that on my storefront. I don't have that in the carousel today, but I also have the adjustable dumbbells, the adjustable bench. We also have a bunch of stuff on my storefront that you'll see here being used. Also, this is like probably from 9 months ago, maybe. So you'll see a drastic difference in even the setup, like where that corner is, that's where my desk is right now. So you guys can probably see that from actually the mural is covered because of that mattress in the background. So you kind of can't even see that. Oh no, let's fast forward just like some of the good stuff to the workout. Because I do like you guys to see how I warm up. Oh, there's Ashley hanging out. And the camera I'm using is actually the motion tracking webcam one, which I absolutely OBS Tiny Bot. That was a great web. I still have it, honestly, but now I just have a different camera I use a little bit more. Hold on, let's see. Where did I miss? Why is it not playing? There we go. So here we go. Now we got the adjustable bench as well. You're also going to see my nephew, Max, my daughter, Tessa, hanging out, knowing what's up. Tessa taking a little spill, getting excited. Let's pull up the adjustable bench. So this one also has 29. Oh, dang, it's 31% off right now. I'm using a different set of adjustable dumbbells. You'll see me use a variety of different sets. How many subs did you have to start Amazon influencing? Ooh, that's a good question, Dorothy. There's no when you go through the application process, they don't tell you the minimum number you need to have. So I had on the account that I used, I think 18,000 on my Life of a Fighter Instagram. But then I've had 4 different accounts now approved with different social medias and different people in my organization applying for it. Like Ashley has one. I have the Lifestyle of Fitness one. And then my business partner, Chuck, has one using one of our social media accounts. So at this point, each one's had different subs, sub counts. I think the least amount we had was 1,500 or something like that, or 1,200 on one of them. No, maybe it was 2,400. I don't even know, but hopefully that helps. Why, Dorothy, you trying to get on the influencer program? Because I do highly recommend it. I don't know. I think it's a lot of fun. I think it's also the future of content creation and a lot of sponsorship opportunities too. So I'm just going to type that in as like a recap. I think it was like 1,200 to like 18,000. I just got the alert too. My smartwatch is finally down to its last 10%. Let's see what's at 9%. So it's finally after like almost 7 days. It's going on 6 days without having a charge. It's finally battery's dying here. Let's actually pull up the adjustable dumbbells too. Actually, I use the Govee lights here for some extra lighting. And then Dorothy looks like I've been curious. I'm a homebody. Dude, I totally get that. I'm a very I like staying at home like that. This is right up my alley, dude. Like I could literally do this all day, every day. More or less. Like obviously I want to have breaks and have time with the kids and stuff, but I could like do this just like streaming video games. I would do this studying if I knew you guys would want to watch me do that kind of stuff or talk about what I'm studying or when I'm doing like course creation and stuff like that and like show you the material that I'm using or the computers that I'm using. Or I'm curious like also what you guys want to see more of, because obviously my niche is very much health and fitness, right? But I also have a lot of other interests and things that I do or time that I spend my day. And I realized like streaming on either Amazon or any one of the platforms can be a really cool way to just not only create content out of it, but to reach more people and maybe like cross over and overlap where people have similar interests. So here's one thing I'm also going to say is like when you have kids around, it's very important because I'm sure a lot of you moms out there, just parents in general, are getting anxious seeing the kids around me while I'm pressing weight. 2 things I'll say. 1 is like, this isn't my first rodeo, right? 2, this isn't their first rodeo. All of them have been around me working out, except one of their friends is the first time. And you'll see he is just really excited. So it's awesome to have this. I love this kid's energy, by the way. He's got like the best energy and like pumps me up for the workout and he's ready to go, man. Like he's ready to work out. So that's what like, the reason I'm highlighting that is also being able to communicate like, hey, when I'm pressing weight or when weight's overhead or when weight's moving, you guys back away. Like you have to be at least 2 squares around. Like, so like if you notice there's a barrier or not really a barrier, but like amount of distance they're all maintaining. And it's about 2 squares. That's usually the distance, which is going to be roughly about, 4 to 6 feet. And that's going to be just like to keep it safe. Now, they all will end up getting closer to that at different points, but I'm very aware of where they're at. So I don't know. Just figured I'd share this as a random learning opportunity for like, hey, if you do have kids and you want to work out with them, just be aware. Like kids will watch you and learn. But if you like both my daughters have literally watched me work out since they were born. Like they're born and bred into the gym. You know what I mean? So they have a unique perspective on it. When you have kids that might be a little older, they haven't seen you always working out, and then you bring them around this environment. It's good to just have a certain amount of etiquette. Like, hey, stay at a certain distance from mom or dad when we're lifting weight. Or you stay over here. You don't touch these things. This is where you gotta be careful with. Or like, don't lift. Like my kids even try and deadlift now or lift weights. And I obviously don't let them access anything more than 10 pounds because they both are 20 to 30 pounds. So like they can handle the weight. And I'm not saying your kids should be like lifting weights because there's a very important piece to not wanting to injure anybody, whether how old or young, and also not negatively impact their tissue itself or the integrity of the tissue. But it's also like there's been more information out about how like resistance and weight training won't necessarily stunt your growth at a young age. It's obviously, it's all do your own research, talk to your doctor, see what you feel most comfortable with. But like, yeah, so like, and like, dude, I'm always like, both my kids, man, they're going to be very comfortable being like upside down and stuff because we're always playing and monkeying around like that, which is always good times. All right, so I want to highlight some of the other things I have in my carousel that I'm using during this workout. So let's actually highlight the compression pants too. So I got the compression pants on. I actually have the 2-in-1 compressions, but I'll also highlight some of the other fitness apparel because I think it's important to kind of note where and how I like to use these things. Also, just it's comfy and like you can wear it however you want, but I always just like to share that perspective. What do you guys think though? You ask me questions. I feel like that's the only hard thing is like when Gina's not on or if it's just me and I've ended up been streaming for multiple hours at any given day, I feel like it's not a conversation anymore. And it's just like me talking at you guys. Who wants that, right? You don't want that. So yeah, so this is me even like breaking it down. Like, all right, like let's make sure we have a certain amount of space here while I'm lifting. And then look, you see how grabbing those dumbbells, like those are what, like 4 to 6 pound dumbbells, I think. Maybe they're actually 8 pounds. But like that's a comfortable amount of weight that they can be able to hold on to. And such a cute flip, right? What's up, flipping skills? But also notice how like I'm also mindful, like, all right, Tessa, you got to get down from that bench, homegirl. I won't let them just climb on it in randomly dangerous positions. That's like, or unless I know there's a lot of padding around, then I'll let them fall and totally let them figure it out. But if it's like, metal and steel or things where they could potentially get hurt, like I don't mess around with that. I do think it's important for like kids to fall though, and like within a safe means or like within a safe scale, but being able to realize like, oh, like watch, I'm knowing where max is. I'm not going to press. Like being able to know A, how to take a fall, and B, like how to respond to it, get up. Like, because if you immediately cry and like, oh my God, are you okay? Like they're going to freak out too, right? So it's like even conditioning for me on how to do that as well as for them. Let's see. Let's jump to another part now where we can change it. So now that's like you can see using the incline for the adjustable bench as well. Now I'm also going to go to the other Kufandi shorts. And now I put it on the flat bench positioning. You'll see I'll do it for rows, and I'll do different row mechanics from using the bands as well as using some flies. And I think I even do a flat chest press on this as well. But again, super easy to change the angle. Don't need to have as much space taken up with multiple different benches. And at the end of the day, it's to me more cost effective as well. So you don't have to worry about buying 3 or 4 or 5 different benches. You can have 1 or 2. Like 2 adjustable benches can take the place of 6 benches. What I mean by that is if you think about incline, flat, decline, that's 3. And then if you have 2 of them, that's 6. You need to have 6 different benches to make up for all the angles that you would get. Or you have 2, and then you have all those positions 2 times over. Right? That math makes sense, hopefully. You guys tell me. But now let's kind of switch gears up. Now I don't have the Ryan cycling pads on, but I wanted to highlight these even though I'm talking about the workout. And the benefit to these is like almost any compression suits or sleeves are great for like increased blood flow, having an increase in body temperature as well, which will help with the blood flow, obviously, and those are pretty connected, as well as like maybe signaling, like neurological signaling can be helpful. So it's priming your body for work, as well as the added benefit, because these are cycling pants, it has a pad layer to it. So I'm actually going to pause this and I'll actually play that for you guys. So we're going to pause this. I'm going to remove, and then I'm going to add in. I'm actually going to show you guys what I'm talking about with the cycling pants. All right, so in this video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about the Ryan men's cycling pants. Again, the benefits to these go from comfort with the cushioning component, as well as with the compression, the positive impact it can have on blood flow as well as circulation. And there's so many other cool things I'm going to dig into here. But first, let's look at how these bad boys look and feel and fit. So I wanted to show you guys that. You can see the cushion part that I'm just going to highlight right here, where it sits and how it rests on the bike. I think for you guys out there that have cycled before, you know why that's going to be important and helpful. And look at the range of motion this has. The comfort to it, this is going to be key. Again, for the cycling motion, I was able to take them out for a ride on the bike after this, as well as be able to get into a workout afterwards to test them out. Bam. All right, let's get back into the workout. Now I'm going to start to highlight some of the other like kind of workout accessory pieces like the sauna suit, which I'm actually going to talk about because I think there's sometimes some like marketing that will create misinformation or a misunderstanding of some of the best practices or best uses for these types of products, like especially when it comes to sweating and when it comes to where it can be most helpful. And this is all just my humble opinion, but let's get back into the workout. And then I'm going to talk over with the BVVU or the BVVU sauna suit first. Self-awareness, muscle memory, and spatial awareness are so much of PE and skills I don't have. I'm a klutz. I hear you, Dorothy. And like, so that's what's cool about the human body is even if you don't feel very confident or you don't think that those attributes are highly developed, we can focus on developing those. And now there's also factors to consider, like if we have any types of disorders, conditions, or injuries that can influence any pathway or anything related to those components. But that's also like, hopefully you have a doctor or physical therapist that can also contribute insight on what to or not to do. And that's one of the favorite kind of job opportunity career paths I had was working with physical therapists, occupational therapists, all the different fields of therapy and medical application, all in one building, and then being able to easily communicate either on the phone or literally walking down the hall to communicate with them where appropriate to understand like, hey, what's limiting factors? What can and can't I do to complete a more comprehensive approach to like training and program to make up for a lot of attributes like that. Because you could train body positioning or proprioception. Again, self-awareness can be where I categorize some of that, like knowing where you are in space. Muscle memory, like muscle memory is also just like when you get a certain amount of training, there's a neurological connection that happens to the muscles, as well as on a mitochondrial level, like on the energy of the cell, the powerhouse of the cell, they become more efficient and dense. So that's like part of what muscle memory is too. Like there's all these things we can like actually create. Anyways, I'm going to stop ranting here a little bit. Let me know if you want me to dig into that more, Dorothy, if that's even helpful. But you don't have to stay a klutz is my point. Like my wife is a perfect example. Like she thinks she's a klutz, but like I've seen her kickbox. And once you start developing and training those things, you see a drastic difference. Even like, dude, like I wasn't athletic as a kid. Like I was very heavy and like I technically was obese according to my BMI at certain stages. And I just like worked at being an athlete. Like I played a lot of sports and I forced myself, maybe not forced, I just did what I enjoyed. And you get better at it. It's just part of the training as well. Anyways, again, I'm going to stop ranting about that. Let's bring back the workout. Boom. So here we're just kind of, again, going through, let's see if this is going to load for me. There you go. And here I'm doing assisted pull-ups. So when you do high volume pull-ups, like normally I'll do like 4 to 6. I can do body weight pull-ups right now with where my body weight and body composition is at, which isn't great. I'm going to be transparent with you guys. So I'm working on higher volume pull-ups. So if I'm going 10 and 12, using a band to assist me, or maybe focusing on what's called eccentric lifts, where you're just focusing on the negative, the lowering phase. So I jump up, hold myself at the bar, and then I'll slowly lower for 4 to 6 seconds on the way down, and really focusing on the lengthening of the muscle tissue, which can cause the most amount of hypertrophy, which ultimately can lead to the most amount of growth or strength or a combination of the two. But also like a big part for me is recovery, making sure I sleep enough, eat enough, that's when I'm doing my recovery, I'm usually not, I optimally ideal with my training and vice versa. So I've yet to figure out truthfully the pairing and how it fits into my life since having kids. It's been 3+ years and I still haven't fully figured it out. So I'm working on that. But kind of highlighted with the sauna suit, the things I want to highlight or kind of look at is twofold. One, there can be benefits to the sauna suit. The downside is if you use it for sweating as much as possible and getting off as much weight as possible in the workout, like, oh, I lost 8 pounds that workout. Like that does nothing realistically. I mean, it does things, but like if you think about it, you're just going to hurt your performance both mentally and physically, especially when you lose more than 1 to 3% of your body weight in fluid ounces. So I weigh 210 pounds. Let's say I lose anywhere from 2.1 to 6.3. Right. So we're going to, let's just say 2 to 6, just easier numbers, right? So 2 to 6 pounds or anywhere from 2 pounds to 6 pounds in fluid ounces at the end of a workout. I negatively not only impacted my brain, but if I lost more than that, I'm going to start to hinder my performance physically. Now, if we're hydrating, we're putting electrolytes in, we're putting fluids in, that should somewhat be neutralized to a certain capacity. But even there's going to be a gap of hydration to like your body responding and the performance. It can be hindered if you're not being proactive about it, even or before training. That's like an important, hydration starts prior to the activity too. So anyways, long-winded way of saying like just by cutting water weight isn't necessarily a good thing or helping you. Now, if you're trying to use this, so one place I think it's appropriate for the sauna suit or maybe the waist trainer, because both will help you sweat, is on days you're trying to do active recovery. Maybe you just want to go through some mobility. Those types of applications can be really helpful because then we're increasing blood flow and body temperature. So we have more elasticity in our muscles, so meaning they can stretch or move through a fuller range of motion. So if we're trying to work on mobility or range of motion on like a recovery day or an active recovery day, you're helping your body doing that without really taxing it by having to use a certain type of physical warm-up that might really, if it's 3 to 5 minutes, shouldn't be. But hypothetically, let's say you're so sore, you're like, dude, I don't even want to go for a jog to warm up. That's like too damaging right now. You could put on a sauna suit and help your body naturally get warm just in body temperature, and then start to work through range of motion, mobility, and things like that. Now, the important thing to remember, though, is you do have to also still continue to replenish the fluids that you're losing. Because again, no matter what the intent is, if we still lose 1 to 3% or more, we're going to have a negative impact on our brain to start. And then after that, physical performance starts to go. And it becomes an exponentially slipperier slope. And then eventually you can really actually hurt yourself and do serious damage. So you got to be mindful of all the above. And then the other thing with the waist trainer, the only thing I want to highlight there is like, so yes, on the sweating side, but also I've seen the application of like, okay, so let's just read it. Let's take it line by line because there's value to it, right? So first, there's a 5% off inLink coupon, noise. So we got waist trainer, tummy control, sweat wrap. Yes, it's very much a sweat wrap. waist trainer trimmer. So it's not going to naturally trim by any capacity by either losing water or by like the pressure it gives. It's not going to like reshape your midsection. To me, that's kind of, I've never seen, at least I haven't seen supporting research on that. So maybe it does do that. I just haven't seen the research. But what I will say is it will help you sweat locally, and it can be a nice physical reminder, a tactile cue to like, oop, let me engage my abs, let me engage my back and have good posture here. Spiral flexible steel bones. It's just, yeah, okay, giving that compression. That look, I mean, like, I guess technically, like if you're like really, but the thing is the amount of compression you're giving isn't going to shape your organs and tissue. Like you have to be applying additional pressure, in my opinion. Like I could be wrong, but I wouldn't use it for that. Now, again, for posture, for cueing, and yes, if you want to sweat more, 100%. 2 inches shaping instantly. Okay, so yeah, this is irresponsible in my opinion. So 2 inches shaping instantly, ideal for V-taper body. So here's what it'll do. Yes, okay, if they are saying that it's just to wear like under clothing to shape your body, yes, it'll do that. But like, I don't want to judge either. If you feel like that helps you psychologically show up for things, by all means do it. Just understand you're not actually changing anything. It's just changing while you wear it, and maybe for a couple minutes after you let it go, because then the compression will release and tissue readjusts. Like you're not, it's not going to like stay like that. Now, if you think about like, what was that device? I want to say it's like a corset or something like that. And then Adri, thanks for the follow, by the way. Virtual hugs, homie. I appreciate that. Let's get you in for the giveaway race too. So again, when you guys, either if you just type in like emojis or the giveaway in the chat, I'll put you in for an emoji race at the end. We're going to be doing a $1,500 fitness package giveaway. Or if you're not following already and you follow, I'll automatically enter you into it, but you don't have to follow again, guys, to be entered into this. Just a fun fact, I'll automatically enter you. But if you're not here for when we win and we announce your name, you missed out. So you got to make sure you're here for when we actually do the giveaway race. Otherwise, we'll give it to the next person after you. So kind of like, anyway, finishing thoughts on the like idea of the waist trainer. Like, again, it can help you locally sweat. Yes, it can help instantly change your body composition, but the second you take it off, it'll go back to normal. It can be a physical cue for support. So like you can use your abs in your core to help. Let's see. And then here we go. Dorothy, scoliosis and whiplash and knee and foot injuries have kept me scared of re-injury. I got you. Okay. So we're going back to that. Yeah. So I appreciate you sharing that. That's definitely got to be tough. Now, here's the question I would pose to you. How is that working out for you in the sense of, how is that impacting your training? Like, do you do any physical activity? Because even though those are a lot of things to be maybe scared by, right? Because you don't want to have a re-injured, or areas like knee and foot, especially because if you're walking, if you're moving, like you need your knees and your feet and your hips, scoliosis, your back, whiplash, upper, yeah, I can imagine even neck, nerve damage possibly. But having all those things, that's even more like, yeah. So maybe it's time for, like, again, and this is, I don't know what your doctors say, what your limiting factors are, or what we call contraindications, like things not to do that will not help. But if you know that, and then like when we do our live workouts, I'll even adjust movements. Like even the core workout we did Saturday, a lot of those movements would probably be beneficial for you, depending on if you could do some of the movements or not. Like I don't know what your like scans and paperwork would look like, but like I imagine it would be helpful. I'm going to remove this too. So now kind of pull the workout out of it for a little bit. We'll dig into this stuff a little bit more. But currently on my fitness journey, woo woo. Yeah, I like to hear it, homie. I like to hear it. So and like you could share as much or as little as you want. You don't have to share anything, but feel free to share anything. I'm happy to offer up perspective if I can. If you have questions, feel free to share, or just like talk about stuff. Like I love hearing different recipes. What kind of workouts do you like? What's been working for you? What inspired your journey? Like I got all the questions, and I love hearing about this stuff. And Dorothy, it's motivation to get better for sure. Yeah, for sure. Like I hear you on that. So like let's play a game. If you want to, you don't have to play or entertain this game, Dorothy, but I'll treat, like I could literally like run you through what a coaching session would look like for me, or how I would approach this in a coaching session if you want. Getting older every day and all. Yeah, dude, I think that's also an important thing. Understanding a component of every day is a missed opportunity kind of a deal. But we also have a new day every single day. So looking at that as the opportunity and worrying about that, not necessarily trying to be too concerned with the past, but the past has a lot of insight to be gained from, right? So like, it's not to ignore it, but just to also keep in mind that it shouldn't be a limiting factor. It can just help guide some of the choices that we make. So having said that, let's find another song here too. We're going to rock out. What happened to the music? My music just dropped out, Dorothy. I don't know what happened. So, okay. So like now the next question I would have off of that is, so what do you think is one thing you can realistically do with your body over the next 7 days? Whether it's, I'll give you examples here. Normally I would just like shut up and let you talk, but because I'm also streaming, I'm going to like fill it with some chitty chat. Also have a hard time just like being quiet. You guys might not notice that. That was like a lot of feedback on my coaching practicums and practice sessions was like, hey man, be quiet. Just stop talking so much. You got to just chill out and working on it. So whether that's like walking or doing low impact biking or like doing just like sitting on the couch, kicking your leg out, doing core work on the floor, doing 1 minute of an exercise, doing 1 rep of an exercise, anything measurable over the next 7 days that you think you could do, even if it's once a week, once over the next 7 days, what would that be? What could that look like? And with that being said, I'll keep highlighting stuff too while we go through this, but I definitely want to hear your thoughts. And then again, Adrian, if you want to share anything on your journey, dig into stuff, feel free to. Also, just a fun fact, I'm going to be staying live after this actually. And Gina and I are going to be doing a BedSure sponsored stream. So we're going to be doing a giveaway for BedSure, going over sleep tips, sleep hygiene, kind of setting the environment, going over some other fun products and stuff. So it's going to be good times, y'all. I highly recommend checking it out. And that kind of like also like speaking of some of the sleep stuff, I'm going to highlight some of the newer products that I just got. I actually haven't opened them yet. They were vacuum sealed when I got them and I didn't have my knife. So I wanted to actually do that after the streams today. I'm going to use the time that I have in between. I'm going to unpack all that fun stuff, but I wanted to just talk about or use that as an opportunity to talk about sleep hygiene and sleep routine. So Dorothy, let's see what you got. So while I can walk or treadmill, I miss running so much. Okay. So it's 2 things, or maybe just 1 thing. What do you miss about running most? We'll start with that. And then I'll keep going on about the sleep stuff. And then like, I'll keep checking the chat and we'll pick up the conversation and bam, boom, bam. Maybe I'll even like, what do you guys think about once a week when I do a stream is like having a guest appearance? So I'll treat you like a client or it would be like a legit client session where like, but the only downside is you'd have to share things on a public platform. If you guys are comfortable with that. If not, maybe we'll do like a private one and then I'll record it, but I won't live stream it. We could always edit anything that you don't feel comfortable sharing. I don't know. We'll think about that. You guys let me know what you think too, or any ideas. But from the sleep hygiene, sleep routine side of things, it's such a massive component. The biggest thing that I think to highlight is how much sleep we need or what sleep will do at different amounts and different windows. So for example, 7 to 9, we have that's like considered an ideal healthy range to go for. If you go less than that, and depending on, I guess I forget what the exact number is, but between like 1 and maybe 5 or 10% of the population can operate on less than 6 hours of sleep consistently, but that's a small percentage. So let's, for statistics' sake, just say you are not one of those. And then if you end up being one of those, great, that's a bonus. And then we give ourselves back some extra time that you don't need from a productivity standpoint. But let's assume that you are. And let's see what you got here, Dorothy. So my feet are effed thoroughly. I could probably deal with orthotic shoes. I miss the wind and getting winded and just zoom. Okay, yeah, I hear you. Okay. So just what are your thoughts on walking? But walking outside so you get the wind a little bit when it is kind of breezing through the air, you can feel the temperature, especially if it's not too cold where you're at, like staying warm or having somewhat warmer weather. I could run forever. Should have been in cross country, but did band instead. Yeah, band. What instrument did you play? Or maybe what did you do in band? Because that could maybe be something, if you enjoy it, we could also integrate that into activities too and getting active. That's like always, that's where it's fun to be able to be creative with this stuff. Anywho's, so yeah, what do you think about what's a number that you could walk for, like whether it's X for X amount of time, like X many minutes, or Y distance for Z amount of days next week? So like from Monday until Monday or Monday till Sunday, How many times would you like to walk this week? Let's say twice. Would it be 20 minutes, 10 minutes? How many days? Like, what do you think is realistic? That's my question. Then we'll kind of keep taking it from here. And then going back to the sleep hygiene side of things. So you got the 7 to 9 hour, you got less than 7 hours. If you get less than 7 hours consistently, it has been shown to, I don't know, it's not necessarily causation, but a correlation of increased ghrelin levels, which is a protein that is going to signal hunger in your body. It's produced in your gut, or it's found in your gut. So when your body has higher levels of ghrelin, typically leptin, which is the corresponding cue, which is what makes us feel full, they work in an inverse relationship. So if you have a lot of ghrelin, usually your leptin is going to be low and vice versa. So if you're not getting a lot of sleep, you're going to get hunger cues a lot. You're not going to feel satisfied and full. And usually you tend to turn towards simple carbs, sugars, and things like that for instant energy, hence energy drinks, Gatorades, sweets and treats and things like that. They give us an initial jolt, or even coffee with added sugar. Not saying you can't have all those things. There's just times and places and how to go about it. So, and then Adrian, my goal is to strengthen my cardiovascular respiratory fitness. Ooh, we could totally dig into that. And then Dorothy, when it's nice, I do walk my neighborhood, not as much as a guy I call the walking dude. Oh yeah. Oh, trumpet. Okay, cool. Do you still have a trumpet? Is that something you maybe still play or would like to continue to or start playing again? And then what's up, Walking Dude? Do you know Walking Dude? Have you ever thought to ask him maybe, hey, do you want to, like, for accountability's sake, say, hey, can I meet up and walk with you for 10 minutes once a week? Even if they walk more, you just walk with them 5 minutes and then walk with them back. Or I don't know. I'm just throwing stuff out here. Maybe also don't interact with someone that you don't know. Stranger danger. I don't know. And then going back to your goal of strengthening cardiorespiratory fitness. So talk to me about, so I just have another layered question with that, if you don't mind me asking, is what's the drive for you with the focus on cardiovascular health or fitness? Is it because you are doing a race, you're doing an event? Is it for like better like physicals? Like when you went to the physical, they say something's up with your heart. Is it something related around that? Is it just because you like how you feel, quality of life? Like why is that important to you? Dude, I appreciate you guys sharing this. I love this stuff. Like I love asking questions and going on these tangents and all this good stuff. This is like my favorite component, or one of my favorite components of coaching. All right. So while we're going through this, I'm also going to highlight some of the other products I have in my carousel. I want to go back to, speaking of cardiovascular fitness, the SmoothSat scooter. So here's my perspective, by the way, when it comes to cardiovascular health or aerobic activity, or really any kind of activity, is there's definitely a component of you're not going to love everything, but trying to find things you enjoy doing. Like if you enjoy running, like Dorothy said, try to run and steer into that as much as you can until there's physical limitations. Now, knowing there's physical limitations, what can you do that's close to that gives you that same type of either reward or positive feeling or positive association to it? And then on the flip side, so like I highlighted the scooter because to me, like biking is a great aerobic activity and option. Running, being able to do like echo bikes and assault bikes, things like that, like the one I have here, rowers, ski ergs, all that's great. Boxing, kickboxing, all that fun stuff. But sometimes maybe it's like you think less orthodox, like skateboarding or longboarding or like BMXing, or being able to do like rollerblading, inline blading, or these scooters, and having all the different options there, especially if you have kids, like, and you want to get your kids outside and fun stuff like that. Like this is definitely something even though I have a 3-year-old and a 2-year-old, I still go out with them. Obviously, I don't let them go on by themselves, but I go on with them and kind of like cruise around. It's a fun way to get them outside when they're like on their tablets. They already have a tablet. And originally the game plan was traveling in the car, and eventually it worked its way in the house. But now they like, honestly, this is the cool thing I like about watching my daughters letting them be. It's like you get to see what games they pick. And my daughter picks a lot of like puzzle games and like problem solving games, and like you have to get the person from one part of the map to the other. Like how do you problem solve to get them there, which I also liked as a kid too, so it's funny to watch like the choices. All right, so hold on, I missed a couple things in the chat here. I do have it still. My husband records music in a different capacity. Ooh, that's cool. I thought about starting a walking group. I'm a ball of anxiety. I get that. So it sounds like, maybe the potential fear of like social interaction, which I totally get. Like, believe it or not, I'm a very intrinsic person or introverted person. And like you said, you're a homebody. I totally relate to that. But I've also found like when you start to put yourself out there, because like if what you're doing is making you happy, great, keep doing it. But I imagine there's a certain component of it that you want to have social interaction. Maybe never. Maybe I'm completely wrong and then keep doing what you're doing. But there's an interesting layer of social interaction that's very impactful or correlated to mental health. And I'm not a psychologist, so again, take this with a grain of salt. but the benefits there, or even just human touch, like even like that's why I like hugging my kids and my wife and like the people that are around me, or giving them high fives. Like human contact is massive. Just human, like physical human contact's a really big deal. So anyways, that's like my 2 cents on that part. So Dorothy, I'm wondering, give me one, the question is one measurable goal from now until Sunday. I talk to you and Gina more than most people, like for real. No, I totally get that. And then my bike needs new inner tube. So there you go. So you can do, I would just say, again, give me a goal, give me a number, walking, how many minutes or how many times from now until Sunday. And then, let's see, what did I miss? We got that, boom. Yeah, biking is so fun. So there you go. So it sounds like you like biking. Yeah, biking for both Adri and for Dorothy. And yes, it's mainly for me to have a new quality of life. There you go. Quality of life, QOL. That's a big one. And also, again, I appreciate you guys like just chatting with me on this. I love this stuff. So one of the fun ways, or like sometimes a sustainable way to build goals and progress on things is to, again, I'm a big fan of data and measuring. Downside to it is sometimes depending on where like your anxiety levels can be and some of like the mental components of things, like you can obsess over the numbers where it can be unhealthy. But as long as you don't have a subjective like connection to them where they define you, or you tie your identity to that, then they can be very helpful. But if you start to like invest too much into the numbers, man, it's very, like from personal experience, I'm just saying, like it can be a very slippery slope. All right, so hold on, I missed a couple messages here. And then good. Dorothy, what's good, Dorothy? A completely healthy diet is a struggle for me because my significant other decides to not eat healthier. Anxiety, yeah, dude, hands up on that. I get you as well. And again, that's why, like, to me, this is important to create a community where you guys can like share stuff like that. Like, I think it's easier to maybe communicate in this capacity. Hopefully it's less intimidating. Hopefully I'm also like, if I sound like any kind of negative way, always let me know, guys. Like, give me feedback, because I never want to like discourage anyone from sharing things, making anyone feel bad for sharing things. I want to just try and either have a conversation or try and add value where I can. So if I ever do, let me know. And then hold on, boom, boom, boom. So my Fitbit quit on me, so I haven't looked at my steps in months. That's okay. So you could just set a timer. You could do, I'm going to walk for 20 minutes. So give me a number. How many minutes do you want to walk for from now until Sunday? So for example, if you want to walk 20 minutes, you could do it 5 minutes, 4 different days this week. You can do it however you want. Just give me a number of how many minutes you want to walk from now until Sunday. Now here's the thing. I'm going to just call you out on something. Notice I've asked this question like 4 or 5 times, and you've yet to want to give me a direct answer. So to me, that makes me feel like this is not something you want to do. So I want you to be honest. Give me a realistic feedback on this one. Do you see yourself realistically doing this? And that's okay if not, but I want you to be real, because let's build something that's going to work. Because if you feel, I'm just guessing, it could be just me reading into the chat, but like you feel resistant to it, like you don't want to answer the question. And then, hold on, what am I missing? Adri, I need you as my coach. Dude, that's what I'm here for. That's why, like, you're here. You're going to see when I go live. I'm pretty much live almost every day usually. I'm going to Vegas this Wednesday. I'll be there till about Monday. And then I'll be back to streaming on Tuesday next week. But this is my third stream today. No, wait. Hold on, we did boom. Yeah, and then I'm going to do a 4th one right after this. You can hang out with me and cousin Gina. When I'm not streaming, she's usually streaming. I have a lifestyle of fitness channel here on Amazon. We always have coaches streaming on there. We bring in other people and professionals to share their perspectives. My wife, coaches in my network, my business partner. And also, dude, if you want, like, again, I would say hang out for the giveaway, because if you win the giveaway, you get 2 months of coaching, which is like $1,500+ in like just value. So, and hopefully I can add value for you in different ways. You can always go, again, if you really want to work with us, we have options. But I'm actually personally not taking on clients. This is like the only way actually new people can work with me right now. So if you were to sign up for coaching on my company site, it would be with one of my coaches or my business partner. It would not be with me, just to be super transparent with you guys. I'm a beginner. So my question would be, what would be a realistic goal for minutes to walk in 6 days? I think I would go over the top 300. So here's the question. I appreciate you kind of like now getting a little bit more dialed in and specific. is it's not about what's realistic, it's what's realistic for you. So let's look at your last week. How many minutes would you say you walked in your last week, the last 7 days? Like intentionally walk, not walk for work or walk for tasks or chores around the house. Like how much did you intentionally walk extra to your normal life? We'll start with that because that will be a good reference point. And then, so yeah, dude, again, now going back, like again, guys, throw things in the chat if you want me to add more value. What I will say is, actually, let me drop this. I would say I'm going to type in my company website only because, actually, I'll type in the link tree. I'm going to put in the link tree because you guys can go to our website and fill out one of our quizzes, which is a free quiz. And it basically will answer 9 questions. It takes less than 5 minutes. You could take it like now and be back in a couple minutes, or you could do it with another screen open. And you fill out those 9 questions and it'll tell you what body type you have or what's your highest percentage body type, and then give you nutrition and exercise recommendations based on that, and also recommend programs that we have that could be a good fit for you. So anyways, I'm going to keep going through. I'm going to see if I got some other fitness stuff, or even, let's play some nutritional stuff. Since we are talking nutrition, and Adrian, you talked about that, I'm going to play you the Geek Chef Air Fryer Toaster B-roll because it also has me talking about some of my thoughts on food in general. So let's see. Shoot, like 0, honestly. Okay, so perfect, Dorothy. So that's a good starting place. So now let's just start with 10 minutes. What if we just go with 10 minutes from now until Sunday? You intentionally walk extra to whatever you're doing with your life. Because then here's the goal. If you had to rank your confidence in doing this on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being like impossible, never going to happen, 10's like I could do it with my eyes closed, no problem. We want like an 8, 9, or a 10. We want to build confidence and be able to do it and scale it over time, and not just like shoot for the impossible, not hit it, miss, and then feel shitty about it. Excuse my language. Or like not feel good about it. Even though you can miss and still get an amazing amount of things done. And there is a time and a place for that, but usually you have to build a lot of willpower and confidence to be in a position to do that, or have a certain type of mental approach that allows you to feel okay with that. Even that you have to be mindful of.
So just to dig in here a little bit more into highlight, I wanted to have 2 different B-rolls playing. Right up here is the chicken wings. Right over here are the dehydrated mangoes. What I actually did, because I wanted to show you guys, like, I think sometimes when we think about, like, you know, changing up your nutrition habits and whatnot, it's like, oh, I have to have everything from scratch. It has to be perfect. Like, I'll be honest with you, no. Sometimes I don't have the time to make fresh chicken wings, like, with my own sauce and whatnot. So I bought these from the store, straight up from the freezer. They already had the buffalo ranch sauce on. I threw them right into the air fryer toaster, threw the settings on, be able to throw it on air fryer. I put it on 20 minutes, I believe, and 10 minutes about halfway through. I just flip them, got them nice and crispy, and they were amazing. So I wanted to share that with you guys specifically for this one, so you guys can understand, like, again, even as a health professional, this is what I do for a living. Ideally, it's great to have organic and fresh and make your own sauce and do all that stuff, totally. But sometimes, based on time and bandwidth and what you have going on, this might be the best option. It's about making the best choice and the best option you have at that time. And being able to have the Geek Chef Air Fryer Toaster can help leverage that a little bit more, have it a little bit more convenient. You don't have to worry about like preheating it and stuff like that, which to me was pretty awesome, because that's one of my hesitations when it comes to using the oven, which I still use at times. It's just like, I don't want to have to preheat it and wait. It adds more time onto it. So literally dial it to 20 minutes, throw them in, flip them halfway through, and you're good to go. And even that, you technically don't have to. I just like to. Now let's slide over to the mangoes here for a second. Looking at these, this is again another one. I'm a huge fan of dehydrated mangoes, but from a cost perspective and also from like a kind of portion sizing perspective, I can spend a lot of money and I can also eat way too much of them. So what I decided to do was, again, get the frozen ones and just throw them in. Now, what you'll notice in this one, they got a little crispy because I put them in for 3 hours straight. What I would recommend after doing it since then is being able to do them from a half hour at a time, let them sit for 10 minutes, flip them, do it for another half hour, then let them rest for like 10 minutes and then see where they're at. And then maybe an hour and a half in usually is going to be good. I did it for 2 hours this last time, and it came out, again, great, not as crispy on the edges. These were frozen from chunks. What I also did is I got some fresh mangoes now, and I'm going to slice them up longer and thinner, and I'll shoot some B-roll for that as well if you guys want to see that and dig into some of the differences when you lay them down and what it can look like. But I wanted to share that with you guys because I'm a really big fan of leveraging the air fryer and toaster, not adding the calories from oils, and being able to have the versatility it can provide with so many different things.
Bam. All right. So before I kind of go into another nutrition product, I wanted to just highlight some of the things that I thought are important to kind of like double down on. And it's very similar to like when working out. It's like finding food you're realistically going to eat and enjoy. Because that's a big thing with meal prep too. Even if you do the meal prep, if you don't look forward to what you're going to be eating, you're going to forget it. Or you may generally forget it just because you're stressed and busy, but more times than not, even if you don't forget it, you're not going to want to eat it. You're going to end up getting food out anyway. So it's a waste of time and it's a waste of money. So it's like a lose-lose. And then Dorothy, let's see. So that has a 20% and a 10 off. I'm going to show that to the cook. Yeah, dude, right? You got the $10 off InLink coupon plus that 20% off. That's a good point. Yeah, dude. I'm really not doing as good of a job today even highlighting the discounts, but a lot of these have not only discounts, but always check the InLink coupons because there's always a shot, and it's always worth, from my experience, to check it because you might have an extra anywhere from like 5% off to like, I've seen, again, we had $10 off for the Geek Chef all the way up to, I think it was $75 off for a desk combo, which was like 40% off of the actual price. So, sometimes it's worthwhile, or even like $50 off on the leg massager, which, speaking of which, I'm going to go to that really quick before we go into the car fridge. But let me just pull this bad boy up. So this is a good point, by the way, Dorothy. I appreciate you bringing it up. Bam. Let's see. And let's watch. They're not going to have the InLink coupon. Oh, they do. Yeah, exactly. So this has a $50 off InLink coupon for the Quinier leg massage setup. Speaking of which, I'm probably going to get these out soon because my legs, I'm feeling them. I've decided I'm still kind of still on the fence, but I don't think I'm going to bring the leg massagers to Vegas just because I don't want to deal with like because I'm going to have a laptop bag and then I'm going to have my like carry-on bag. So it's like, I don't want to have to deal with like another thing that I'm going to try and fit that in my briefcase. Maybe I could bring it. I don't know. Maybe we'll see. This bad boy might actually make it out. That'll be so funny. I'll be the only one like in this whole conference. Like, can I be by the outlet? I gotta like have my feet being massaged here. It's hilarious. So with that being said, let's get into the car fridge. This is the other thing I did want to touch on the nutritional side. Got you. Yeah, Dorothy.
So I was really excited to get this one because let's just look at the external aspects of it. First off, clutch design because it comes with some like cup holder position here. It's got 4 of them. It also comes with a nice grippy, grainy kind of texture over here. So if you want to set something down on it, it's going to kind of help it from sliding. This is particularly meant for the car. So with that being in mind, let's say you have this in the back seat or your center console space or however you have it set up, being able to have something that's kind of textury, especially when you're moving, you don't have to worry about it sliding. Whether it's, I'm putting my phone on it or maybe I'm putting a sandwich, depending on if you're eating in your car, whatever's going on there. This can be a really cool feature and option. Now, let's look at the inside stuff because I'm sure that's what you guys are most excited about. This one I'm pretty pumped about to just test out the space. Oh, also before we even get into that, let's highlight, you have this LED screen right here so you can control different settings, looking at the temperature, being able to turn it on and off. And speaking of, let's kind of unpack some of this stuff. I actually kept some of this stuff in here so I can showcase you guys. It comes with all the plugs, the electrical setups, as your manual, of course. But this one is like just super spacey. So being able to let's just check this out. Being able to drop in your drinks and whatnot in here, being able to even pull that out and just putting things right in that space. And then just maybe we drop our lid right on top of it if you don't want to worry about it like kind of sloshy moving around. That's the freezer space. And then off to the side right here, I'll show you from the other angle, you have your refrigerator space. So that's the other actual cool aspect to me is being able to have like separate compartments for the temperature. So you can have it a little bit cooler in the freezer, have it a little bit warmer in the refrigerator and kind of keep things separate there. And the amount of space that you have, especially in that freezer, is just really awesome. And again, you have your plugins and all your ports so that, again, you can plug it into your car charger, whatever you want to do there to have it set and running. And the compressor side of it, it just opens up a lot of versatility and function to it with your cables and with all your wiring and your setup. And then we have our second box here, dig into a little bit more with even putting on the handles and whatnot, which I didn't even do. I wanted to actually show all of you guys this. And then what I'm going to do is probably do an extra B-roll footage to break that down a little bit more. But so far, I think this is just absolutely awesome. And from the size of it and the function of it, I'm really pumped.
Bam, y'all. So that's, again, to me, it's just a tool. It's just another tool in our toolbox that you know, I've even used it more since then in our regular car and just day-to-day use, and like putting in like perishable things like cheese or fruit or certain types of drinks. That's been a really cool, like shakes and smoothies or overnight oats and stuff like that. That's been cool to have ready to go there for snacks, especially for when we drop the girls off different places or have an impromptu trip where we're tighter on time. We don't get to stop for food. And let's see, hold on, Dorothy, let's see what you got. I need to take my back seat apart because the middle seatbelt is stuck. Means my hatchback is stuck 2/3 closed. Oh no. Wait, what? So I need to take my back seat apart because the middle seat is stuck. So it's like stuck, I guess, in a certain angular position where you like can't close the back. No bueno. Boom. Well, good luck with that, homie. Hopefully everything goes smoothly. Awesome to never need ice for that. Wait, ice for what? Oh, you're talking about, for the fridge. Got it. I was thinking about for the car. I was like, wait, what? What do you need ice for the car for? But anyways, so with that being said, I do want to, hold on. I'm actually downloading. Let's see if I'm going to get these reformatted properly, guys. What do you think? I think I could do it. Oh, what's this? Oh, that's that one. Save as. It's going to be tricky. Okay, there we go. That actually wasn't that bad. Nice. All right, y'all. So we're getting this download going. But in the meantime, so I'm not going to have this downloaded, but I do want to show you guys the projectors. So I was talking about this before. This one I'm excited about just because I think it's cool. It'll be fun, especially in the summertime with the girls, like projecting this on the side of the house or outside with a little bit of like a canopy thing that we have. This goes up to 200 inches. Just as a fun side note, I saw that before and I was checking my notes. And then check this out on the side. So we've got, let's see if I get that in the focus. There you go. Hold on, right angle. We've got all the different plug-in from USB, HDMI, regular audio visual jacks. Let's get the angle here. Got a nice fan here as well to keep it nice and cool so you don't have to worry about this thing melting on you, which one of the projectors my sister-in-law had, she like put it on one of the benches, and this was because it was a cheap bench. It like melted the seat too. So that's another reason for benches, to get good quality benches so the seats and stuff don't melt. You don't have garbage being used there. But again, it's Bluetooth enabled, so you can sync it up with your phone. You can plug into the cables. You can play gaming consoles on there. Super, even like Raspberry Pi, like I was talking about with my buddy. You got a lot of cool options there. All right, let's open this bad boy up. Okay. Here we go. Now let's see if I can actually save these. What do you guys think? You think I got it? I think I got it. Bam. There we go. Nice. All right. So now we just have to reformat all these, though. That's going to be the only downside. I think. Yeah, I think these are all going to have to be reformatted. But that's cool. It worked. The good news is it worked, y'all. So now when we do the Bedshore stream here in about 45 minutes, I'll be able to actually use my brand new B-roll. I just shot of all these new Bedshore products that I got sent in. Again, shout out to the sponsor Bedshore for the next one. And also shout out to all the sponsors for this stream. All the products that I have in the carousel were sponsored and sent to me. But the cool thing is, again, I'm even being compensated to talk about them, but I don't have to say anything or any particular perspective. I just have to be able to share with you guys my honest views and standpoints with how I've used them and how I've seen them like kind of function in my life. How long of lighting does that need to project well? Oh, it's like instant. Or how low of lighting? Oh, that's a good question. I mean, I did it during the day and you could recognize it, but I would say like in the evening is an ideal time. Or maybe not turning on I'm thinking maybe I'll do it right now. It's actually like still daylight out. But if you want, do you want me to actually, I'll plug it in right now and I can kind of show you. I can cut some of the lights. You guys can see a little bit of a sample. What do you think, Dorothy? Because I even still got like a solid like 20 minutes here. I'm happy to show you guys a cool perspective or to try it out so you guys can see it from that perspective, I should say. Let's see what else we got. Oh, yeah. I did the leg massager. We got all that good stuff. Boom, boom, boom. Did the massage gun. Ooh, let's talk about the earbuds. I haven't talked about these yet for the workout. And I know you had talked about using it at the gym. Yeah, that was having it set up at Rogue. Actually, I didn't end up using it was it Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday for practice. That was actually a good call. Like we have a gym phone too where we record our sparring sessions, and then I want to carve out time at the end, but I still haven't actually done it with this new one. I've done it with other projectors before, but not with this one. So but it's also nighttime. So it would just be, what I would do is I would cut the lights, and it's already dark when I'm coaching there. So I think the light or the dark component of it is not a good reference point. So I don't know if during the day you could do and just cut the lights out and even have the windows open. But from when I did it here in the garage, even during the day, I could still see it on the wall. I could see it. It wasn't super clear, but I could see everything that was going on, And I figured the gym would have pretty good lighting. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I mean, it's bright lighting. I literally just cut the lights. So that's why it would not be the best. And they do have windows in the front, but again, it's at night. So there's not as much there's no natural light either, actually. I appreciate those questions. But yeah, if you even want to see me set it up here, I'm happy to do that.
So in this video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about the Cespeter wireless earbuds. And the cool thing about this is the portability. As you can see, also the charging cable that it comes with. You have those lights in front so you can see if it's charging, which adds up to 30 hours of charge time. And a single use is 5 hours for these earbuds. Super streamless, comfortable, easy fit. And again, the ability to have 5 hours for one charge, which you can see when they're plugged in properly, it'll light up differently. Now let's check out how they look and feel. So here you can see.
So one thing I want to say, it was 5 hours for one charge, meaning it not going back in the case. Now, if you put it in the case, it has up to 30 hours of charge time before you actually have to plug the case in and charge it all over again. And then let's see, Dorothy said, I use my projector as a TV monitor on a wall in a room with no windows. Yeah, dude, that's a clutch option, honestly. I hear you on that. I definitely think that that's a helpful way to use it. I think a fun way to use it. I haven't gamed on it yet, so that's something I'm looking forward to. But if you watch TV on it, I imagine the picture quality is good, so you can see what's going on and get kind of what you need from it on that side. But I'm curious to see with gaming how it's going to be. So that's why I'm also going to try and live stream more on the gaming side on this channel, so you guys can kind of see that component of it. I'm just also trying to figure out how I would do it, because I haven't done it on Twitch or anything yet. So I'm trying to figure out if it would be best to do it with the StreamYard setup that I have, and then what does it look like? We screen sharing it. Am I using a certain type of setup? Is my computer and monitor powering and internet, all that strong enough? All the fun questions, right? So let's see, what else we got, y'all? I might be missing a couple. Boom, we got the mat, we got the scooter, we got the sleep, we got the pillow stuff. Ooh, we could talk about the laptop backpack that has a kind of charging cable setup. Now the downside, or the thing just to keep in mind, is it doesn't come with the actual power source of the battery pack. So I do my 2001 original Xbox with it. What? That's awesome. That sounds like so much fun. Do you play Halo? I feel like that's the first game I think of for Xbox, at least the original. Or maybe it's 360. What's the better? Anyways, it doesn't matter. Don't mind me as I'm just thinking about random things here. But being able to have I think when I was going to Vegas last week, or I'm going this week, and having my laptop bag where you can have a chargeable, because the good thing about most airports, they're gonna have outlets and charging stations. But let's say they don't. Let's say you're in a remote area, something bad happens, or you're just they're all taken up, and you need to have a quick charge, trying to get work done on client calls in between flights or whatever's going on. Being able to have this has been clutch. Even in the one I have, it's not only a power source, but it also is a light combo as well. So it's great for last minute content creation, or setting up in a hotel room where it's not the best lighting, or in a place that doesn't have the best lighting. Having that extra piece is definitely helpful. And being able to charge, whether it's a laptop, camera, phone, whatever it is. And from a stylistic perspective, this one has, I think it's 23 different color options, has 3 different sizes. And honestly, it's for my wife. She got it and she uses it, but I'll even from time to time borrow it really quick if I need to, especially if the charger is already in there. But again, charger comes separate. But usually when you look at it, if you click on it, first let's see if there's an inlay coupon. I don't see one for the 15.6 inch. Let's see for 17. I don't see one for 17. Let's check 14. I don't see one for 14, but all of them are Amazon choices. And what they will do is if you go down, it'll usually like bought with and then or buy it with. And this one has buy it with 2 different power. Looks like, yeah, like a portable charger and a 2-pack portable charger. So 3 chargers plus the bag for like $72. So, and do you need 3 chargers? I don't know. You could probably get away with just getting the 1-pack or the 2-pack for $20. So $10 a piece. Even if you just do one of them for $10, throw that in there. It's what, like $45, less than $50, which especially if it means you can get an extra like hour of work done or half hour of work done, or even for me, like if I get 15 minutes of work done for that, it's totally worth it. And let's see, hold on, Jordan. Fable, nice. Destroy All Humans, Jet Set Radio, Future, Unreal Championship, Star Wars, Battlefronts. Ooh, okay. I see you, girl. I see you. Those are good ones. I'm definitely with you on the Star Wars. That one's always fun. Fable I've like played in the past, but I haven't consistently kept up with. And then the other games I don't think I've played. Never owned Halo, but originals don't hook to the internet anymore. So yeah. Dude, I remember I used to play Xbox like before Xbox 360, before they had it online. We would just get like, dude, I even forgot how we would set it up. I feel like we'd have like a local server and then we could try and connect that and like hardwire that in and then try and get that server to be open up to other people to connect to through the internet. If I remember correctly, I feel like that's what it was, but I don't know. Don't quote me on that. Maybe we joined in on other people doing that with their own internet. But it was super cool because you have like clans and all this fun stuff before it was extremely big. So it was like big enough where you could always get games, but it was like you could kind of see like interesting levels to it that I never saw before. So anyways, one of the things I want to show you guys, definitely the Orlay Mountain jacket, because of, to me, again, I always put the fitness application and things on that where the jacket is not too like thick and bulky, doesn't feel restrictive. So that you can, in my opinion, just like be more active in the snow, whether it's snowing, ski-boarding, just like shoveling, playing with your kids, playing outside, going on a hike. Like it's not super thick and restrictive, but gives you the same like warmth and insulation. Plus it's got a bunch of functional pockets. It's got the hoodie. It zips all the way up pretty much to your nose so you can keep your face nice and warm. It even has some earbuds on the inside, or a little a pouch, as well as a little slit for earbuds if you still have the wire earbuds to kind of have that and snake it up to your ear, which I think is a cool kind of feature and build in. Not really sure how many people are still using like wire earbuds. I'm sure there's plenty, right? Or at least enough that they have that feature still. And let's see, let's go into the heated blanket. And then remember at youth group nights, we would get 4 or 5 TVs playing Halo all together. Yeah, like that's like one thing, but I remember it being using the internet to get into other like other games, like with other gamers that weren't on like local TVs. It was like, I guess technically like, I don't even know. But we were using a landline, right? It was like AOL days. Anywho's, or AIM. Do you guys remember AIM? That was good times. Good times. So we're going to talk about, we got the heated blanket, and then I'll talk about, the reusable hot and cold packs. Those are clutch, dude. All right, so I was hanging out with one of my clients today, and definitely excited to get one of our doctors on that's going to do like a doc ER segment that I think would be fun. Like top picks from a doctor, an ER doctor, to like have in your house. What do you think about that, by the way, Dorothy? And then other servers. Yeah, exactly. Other servers. Bingo. Hold on. Let me pull up. See how the download's going here. Download this whole thing. Yeah, because I have the bed short here too. So yeah, I definitely got to download the whole thing. All right, so let's do a heated blanket trip. Now, I don't know how clear this is going to play because I'm also downloading a big zip file. Or I'm zipping up a file, so let's try. Yeah, it's already. But anyways, this way you can at least see like the blanket. This is the 50 by 60 inch blanket. They do have another size of a queen size, so you can pick between the two. And just wanted to highlight the remote, the size of it. It does have a water. You have to keep it plugged into the outlet. So it's just something to keep in mind from like how far away on the couch or how far your couch is from an outlet or your bed or wherever you're using it, as well as the 2 different sizes. And it has on the remote 1 to 10 as far as the heat levels, and then 1 to 12 for how many hours you could set it to auto turn off. So you can do as little as 1 hour all the way up to 12 hours. It goes in 1 hour increments, So this way you don't have to worry about like if you forgot to fall asleep with it, it'll eventually turn off. Which definitely a helpful component, right? You don't want to be sweaty in the middle of the night. And then I was a Yahoo kid. Oh, Yahoo. Yeah, I remember that. What was the question? Coming to, what was that? Oh, wait, what? What was that question? Coming to house? What? I'm not sure because now, like, I think this is on a delay. So I think that was like 30 or 60 seconds ago. I'm already moving on to the next thing, and I forgot what we were talking about. That's part of the fun though with me and G, right? Like we could just bounce all over the place, and like a little bit of ADD kicks in, you're onto a new topic. So, like speaking of which, we're going to talk about the reusable hot and cold pack. So let me see if I can get you guys a little bit of a video on this. Bam. Let's see if this shares cleanly. There we go. So again, it comes in a pack of 3. I just wanted you to see kind of the packing, and then just the volume size. So as you can see, it's roughly like the size of my hand, including my or the palm of my hand. I should say a little bit, maybe a little bit longer than that, a little bit thinner than that. But again, you can throw them in the freezer, use them time and time again. You can throw them in the microwave, heat them up, use them time and time again. So you have to dispose them. Again, the reusable component. And this is definitely one, like whether you have kids or you train or you don't, you just living life, you're going to probably want to have an ice pack and a hot pack at some point ready to go. So this is definitely one of those things that get a pack of 3, less than $15, good to go. Let's see what else. Ooh, we got the yoga bench too. I didn't talk about the yoga bench. I got to do like a workout. I feel like just demonstrating, that's what I'll do. I'll probably do like, this has like 70 different positions on it. That would probably be a good one. Let me know if you guys want to see that, me kind of demonstrating each position that comes on the poster for the yoga bench. And then ADD gets us all. It's all good. Thanks, Dorothy. I appreciate you understanding, getting my back. Speaking of which, we're down to like the last like 10 or so minutes before I'm going to bring this bad boy home. We're going to do our giveaway race. And then I'm going to be jumping back on with Gina for our Bedshore sponsored stream. And oh man, I got a lot of these to save and download. Oof. We got all these things popping up. Dang, y'all. Dang. All right, so I'm going to try and download these piece by piece. Otherwise, I'm going to get crazy. Yes, do the yoga bench poster as a video or preview or half or something. Cool. I appreciate that feedback, Dorothy. Definitely going to add that to my list. Let's add that right now so I don't forget for the different Amazon ideas and content. Because now, again, like I want to spend more time doing Amazon content as well. So hopefully you guys will enjoy that and continue like giving feedback and insight and all that. Demo. Poster. And then what I'll do is I'll give some insight into my thoughts on how long you can do each one of them, roughly for like pending a few variables, you know. Man, we got a lot to download still. Okay, we're going to download that one. It's 10. All right, at least this is going to work though. We got the space for it too, y'all. What? Got the setup. That one and bam. All right, we're good to go, y'all. Yeah, Dorothy. And I always appreciate the insight, perspective, sharing, all that good stuff. So, what do we think about starting the race roll call right now? How you guys feeling with that? So Dorothy, I know you're here, and then because hold on, let me see. We had Adri. Because you followed, I automatically put you in, but I think you said you were going to BRB, so you had to bounce. But I'm going to keep you in either way. Let's see if anyone else wants in. Just comment giveaway or let me know what's up. Yep, Dorothy, I see you, homie. And then again, if you guys are watching on like Facebook or YouTube, Twitch, or any of the other platforms, you can hop on over. I put a description, or in the description, I put a link to the Amazon channel where you can watch this. You can just comment over there, giveaway, get in on the race if you want. It's a $1,500 fitness package. That is my emoji. I own it. That's right, Dorothy. Tell him what's up. You own that smiley face. And I'm going to just cycle through again the products, guys. If you do have any questions, anything that comes up in the carousel, let me know. But we're going to get our race going in a bit here. Let's see if anyone else. Let's see, Dorothy. We have Adri. But I think it might be just you two, y'all. We shall see. I'll give it like, ooh, you know what I should do? I should get a timer going. I got to figure out a way to add a timer. That's one thing I appreciate David has. He's got a timer going in the corner. That's a clutch move. Ooh, I probably could just do a video clip or maybe equals D was my signature before emoji existed. Nice. That's a good one to own, homie. I like it. Oh, you know what? I could probably put like a countdown here maybe on the logo. I wonder. Oh, maybe I could do this. Hold on, I'm going to play with something, guys. Don't mind if the screen changes. No. That's not what we want. I could put up maybe another one and do a window there. That's underneath. I don't know. What do you guys think? All right, Dorothy, I think we're going to get our race on, homie. All right, race is closed. Race time, y'all. Let's do it. That's it, Dorothy. You're right. Happy's the way to be, homie. All right, so you got a 50-50 shot here. I think this is, again, like you said, lucky number 3, maybe. Oh, it's an even race right now. No one's really pulling out. It's always like the last 5 or 10 seconds. I feel like that's where it goes down. That's where they turn up the heat and they really start working for it. Ooh, but Dorothy's pulling ahead into the lead. Does that mean Adri's going to pull it out at the end? I always feel like at this mark, whoever's winning is probably not going to win. I hope I'm wrong, though. I hope I'm wrong. We shall see. Go, go, go. You can do it. Oh, last 10 seconds. Here's the sprint. Here's the sprint. Oh, Adri might pull it out. Or Dorothy, do you have the legs at the end? Do you have the legs to pull it out? Oh, and Adri at the last 5. All right, so Adri, congratulations. Dorothy. Oh, man, but hang in here because actually I'm not sure. Adri might not be here. Oh, yeah, Lady M. Hey, hey. How you doing, Lady M? What's going down, homie? So let's see if Adri's here. If not, Dorothy, it'll go to you. Maybe we'll even do another race if Lady M, you want to join in on a second race. I'm just going to type in the spiel with the email. Let's see. Again, lifeofafighter@gmail.com. Adri, if you're here, I'm going to give it like 30 seconds. And if you're not here, then we're going to give it to Dorothy. All right. Doing good, Lady M. How about you? Also, we got a Bed Shore stream I'm doing with Gina, like literally right after this, in another like 10, 20 minutes. I'm going to finish this one up, and then we're going to go into another one. And yeah, Jesse, virtual hugs. Thanks for the follow. I always realize I'm like, feels weird saying virtual hugs to like strangers in the sense of like, I don't know who's out there, right? But it's virtual, so it's all good. Right, guys? And plus, I got love for you guys, especially if you're like a part of this community or you're like finding enough value or just want to follow to support. Like, it's appreciated. So hugs, I should say, either way, actually. Let's see. I'm trying to see if we missed anything else. So what I'm going to do is, yeah, Lady M. We'll go back to the adjustable bench. I'm trying to think if I have another workout to demonstrate for you guys. I want to show you guys when I have a little bit of extra time, show you guys some workout breakdowns, some different exercises, some different applications I like for the equipment, all that kind of fun stuff. Well, I made time for a little bit of salad after this, a little bit of lasagna on top. Because, yeah, I'm weird. I like to take a salad, like no dressing, no nothing, just like salad mix, little roughage, and then throw, if I'm going to have lasagna, I put lasagna right on top. Like one slice of lasagna, good 400 calories, bam. Still got my protein. I got about 20 grams of protein, probably even throwing a little bit of chicken on the side, take up the protein a little bit. Maybe going to be like 600 to 700 calories altogether. Nice dinner. Plus with the veg, you got a nice nutrient diversity, your vitamins and minerals covered. It's good stuff. Here, let me see. Yeah, so we're going to play with the workout again. I'm going to give you guys a little bit more on that. Let's see, is this? No. There we go. Uh-oh, it froze.
I know, hang on to that.
Yeah, I'm gonna hang on to this, okay?
Alright, and I'm gonna hang on to
You
that.
hang on to this one.
Do not touch lava.
Yeah, don't touch the lava.
If the floor is lava.
Don't climb on this. You can get hurt on that
Yeah.
one. Ooh, careful here.
Don't touch the silver yet.
Oh no!
Oh no. No! You can't touch it.
Alright, ready?
I'm the teacher.
Good job, Leo. Hold it down. Tell them what's up. Say, hey, you gotta stay away from that gated area. Alright. Let's get it. We got 10. Let's get 10. Round number 3. Max, how many are we gonna get? 10, right?
Wow. Are you ready?
Ready.
You're going to all of these.
There you go. All of them. Hold on. No, Leo, don't climb on that. You can totally pull on the band, but don't climb, okay?
This is all right. First of all,
Careful. All right. 3 rounds down. Let's move it on. Moving on you. All the kids, y'all. Tessa. Nina. Good job. Alright guys, you gotta keep the mats flat, okay? I want to break them. Yeah, keep these kind of flat, okay? Here we go. Here we go.
Oh no, Adrian, you missed it. Yeah, dude, you missed on the announcement. But here's what I'll do, because I care more about helping people than I do about silly rules at times. So what I'll say is shoot me an email as well. I'll put the message in here again, and hold on. Shoot me an email, lifeofafighter@gmail.com, and I'll also hook you up with access to the nutrition course. But here's the catch. You got to do the body type quiz first. and then I'll send you access to the nutrition course. But you got to prove to me that you're going to take action by actually taking the quiz. It's a free quiz. It's 9 questions. Fill it out, and then I'll make some suggestions also on different like components that you'll see in the nutrition course as well. So it'll help give you direction. And because body type is a part of the quiz, of the ebook. So why can't I see you? Ooh, because I did a little screen share. Oh, you guys don't see me in the bottom corner? Hold on. How about now? Can you, there I am. Yeah, there we go. Now can you see me? You should be able to see me now. Right now I'm playing some B-roll of just like different workouts and stuff. Hello? Hi, Tessa. My daughter's going, hi, Tessa. Hi, Bubby. You want to come say hi? Come here. Come here, bub. Watch your head. Go under. You're going to have to go under, Bubby. Yeah, you got to go under. You got to go under here. I can't move that, sweetie. You got to go under. Come say hi. Tessa wanted to say hi. Tessa, who's that? You want to say hi to everyone?
Hi. Hi.
Good job. Oh, that's Daddy's timer. And then, yeah, of course, Adri, I got you. No worries. I want to make sure. I'd rather help people than just like worry about. Yeah, you're gonna. Yeah, please don't knock over anything. Good job, Tessa, not knocking stuff over. Thanks, Booty. Look at the skills, by the way, that Ash has. Not knocking over any of the TV or mic or camera. Let's see. What did I miss? So Dorothy, oh my God, you just reminded me. I got a porch cam and it caught a ghost. What? You caught a ghost, Dorothy, on your porch cam? I want to see. Send it to me. So much. First night it was up. What? Need to post to YouTube? Yeah, you definitely do. And then, yeah, Tessa says hi. So cute, right? Tessa's the best. I love Tessa. Obviously, I love Lena, too. They're the best. You know? I'm so grateful. I got, like, the best kids, man. It's crazy. You're the real MVP. Congratulations to the winner. Yeah, you both are the winners. Congratulations to you both. I got you guys. Again, man, I'm all about helping people, dude. That's like a really big component, especially for the next 18 months. I have a big goal. I want to help 25,000 people with their health and fitness. So we can help 25,000 people, man. I want you to be a part of that. So if you guys know anyone that also wants help, let me know. I'll hook them up. We'll take care. I'm really trying to help people up, like almost like a scholarship program, but like helping it where people need it the most, especially. Dude, I'll email to you. Yes, please do, Dorothy. I want to see. It's cray, but in an awesome way, you know. I want to see. All right, y'all. So that's actually it. I'm gonna quickly take a break. Look, I just grabbed some lasagna and salad. That's what my lasagna salad bowl looks like. I'm gonna eat this, and then Gina and I are gonna be back in like 15 minutes on our Bedshore sponsored stream, talking about Bedshore, doing a giveaway for Bedshore. We do a $50 product giveaway, and then maybe we'll even do another giveaway for the LOF fitness package, or I'll combo it in. We'll see. And you and I are both a winner this time. Yeah, exactly. Ooh, I just spelled that wrong. So, all right, with that being said, I'll see you guys in like 15 minutes. Yeah, everybody. Cheers.